Hi everyone, my name is Ida and this is my second YouTube video. Today we're gonna be painting a simple landscape with trees. And for this painting, we're gonna need watercolor paper. You can use any watercolor paper you have. I'm using Strathmore paper. We're gonna need two brushes, number 10 round brush and number 8 flat brush, a palette knife, pencil and eraser, a masking tape. I have already used my masking tape. 3 watercolors, raw umber, ultramarine blue, and cadmium red. And also 2 jars of water and my watercolor palette. So to start the painting, we're gonna come a little below the middle section of this card paper and we're gonna draw a straight line like this, just a straight line. And we're gonna get the middle point of this line and draw 2 lines from the middle point below, like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and erase this straight line because we don't need it anymore. So this is all we need. Okay, now we're gonna start painting. So we're gonna get the clean water, load the brush with clean water, and apply the water on the paper. Make sure to completely cover everything above the line, above 2 lines. Okay, now we're gonna come here, mix water with blue color, and maybe mix more water. And then start putting the brush on the paper and let it kind of control it. You don't have to brush it. Just kind of control the paint and the brush on a paper. Just let it do its work, so you don't have to do anything. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and use a little red. Mix it with blue to kind of get this, maybe a little more blue, get this purple color. Okay. We're gonna apply the clean water again in this area. Okay. Use more blue. Just leave some parts white because it kind of brings more effect to the painting. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and use our palette knife. We're gonna use this angle of the palette knife and start from here. We're gonna start creating the trees like that. The distance trees are gonna be smaller and thinner. The foreground trees are gonna be thicker. So you're gonna repeat it. Kind of tilt the paper because it's still watery and you don't want it to be, you don't want water to come to the areas that you have already used the knife. So you're gonna create this effect. Maybe one more here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make it a little thicker, this one. Okay, I think this is good enough. Maybe I'm just gonna lift some of the water from the areas that I used the knife. And now I'm gonna start painting the trees. So to paint the trees, I'm gonna mix the raw umber for the distance trees. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little blue with the raw umber and a little red. And I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the areas that I created the effect, just like that. So this is distance, just to give the illusion of distance and, you know, like the perspective, to create perspective in a painting. Okay. And now for the foreground trees, I'm gonna go ahead and use again raw umber with ultramarine blue. When I mix them together, I get this really nice, rich, dark color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this color for this tree. I don't want to brush it too much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use clean water and let it run and bleed into paper. I think I'm gonna mix up more raw umber with blue. And maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this one as foreground tree. And it creates this gorgeous effect. And now for the shadow part, I'm gonna put more water in the same color that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and create these shadow areas. For the distance trees, I already have some mixture, so I'm gonna put the same thing. Okay. Again, just mixing a little more red with ultramarine blue. Use a lot of water and just paint these areas. Okay. Just to give a little effect here and there. And maybe I can just mix a little of this, the same color, for this tree. Just on one side to give it more 3D effect. Okay, I think this painting is almost done. You can still work on it if you want. I mean, just let it dry and maybe bring more color to this area. You can add a little blue here, but I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, just a little, maybe a little here. And this time we're gonna go ahead and sign our names. I should have already introduced this brush too. Number 3 brush to go ahead and sign our names. You can use any color you want. I'm gonna use blue, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign on this side. And I think this is done. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the tape, but you can let it to completely dry and then remove the tape. And when you remove it, make sure to be very gentle, not like me. Just remove it very gently. And then, let's see. I'm gonna dry this area. Yeah, I just ruined the paper, but it's okay. So this is the final painting. Let me know how your painting is in the comment below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Thank you again for watching my video.